license from Bilibili Incorporation. Firstly, it is in the memorial submission of the plaintiff, it is being assumed that the plaintiff number 1 refused the grant of license because the terms and conditions put forth by defendant number 1 were not reasonable. Your Lordship, this is pure assumption on the basis of the fact sheet, as on the contrary, the fact sheet says that the license was refused by Bilibili Incorporation for reasons best known to them. More preposition, page number 2, Your Lordship. It is also assumed that Prudent Industries did not engage in any kind of dialogue. Now, also the learned opposition have relied upon the case of Messrs. BDR Pharmaceuticals Limited versus Bristol Myers. Your Lordship, the plaintiffs have relied on this case. The facts of this case are very different to the present facts. In Bristol Myers case, the applicant.
The facts are different, but they didn't state that. What is your point?
Principle derived.
They're only relying on the principle.
What do you want to say? How do you differ?
Your Lordship, in that case, the applicant had approached the patent holder for grant of license. The patentee had, in a reply, had asked certain queries which was held reasonable by the controller in the case. The applicant had assumed that since they were seeking certain queries, they were going to refuse the license, and thus they had claimed for compulsory license after. They had claimed compulsory license after more than 1 year of the application being made for voluntary license. In the present case, Your Lordship, this is not the case. In the present case, the applicant, defendant number 1, had approached plaintiff number 1 for voluntary license, and it was refused at that time.
It's assumption.
Your Lordship, the facts in the move preposition say that page number 1, paragraph last, say that plaintiff Prudent Industries approached Bilibili Incorporation for technical assistance and license manufacturing on 20th January 2008, and the same was refused on reasons best known to them. Your Lordship, there is a difference in the facts of the present case and the facts of the case cited by the learned opposition. So, the principle laid out in that case cannot be relied upon for judging the efforts made by the defendant number 1. The council would now like to move on to the grounds under section 84. Section 84, ground 84(1)(a) states that reasonable requirements of the public with respect to the patent invention have not been satisfied. The council on the behalf of defendant contends that the reasonable requirements of the public with respect to the patented separator is not being satisfied on 2 grounds. Demand is not met to an adequate extent and on reasonable terms, as in accordance to section 84(7)(a).
As according to the legal provision, that's what my point is. What is your argument based on which facts?
Yes, sir, indeed, Your Lordship.
We didn't need to that. That's
Indeed, Your Lordship. In the present case, the demand was for 20 lakh units of the separators, and plaintiff number 1 was supplying only 2 lakh units in the present case. Moving on to the next ground, the plaintiff number 1 has not supplied the patented separator at reasonably affordable price. Your Lordship, in the present case, plaintiff number 1 is supplying the product at 24 lakhs per unit, whereas defendant number 1 is supplying.
I think we had a huge discussion on that with your also, so that is already talked
Your
about.
Lordship.
Do you have anything to mention which will add to your argument?
Yes, Your Lordship.
One second. Yeah, one.
In the case of Bayer Corporation versus Union of India, Your Lordship.
Supreme Court judgment. Which year?
Sir, Your Lordship, it is a Bombay High Court judgment. It is the first compulsory licensing claim.
Your co-counsel doesn't think we are eligible to decide on a matter, and you then get Bombay High Court matters thinking AP High Court doesn't have anything at all.
Your Lordship, in the present case,
We
it
hold
has.
contempt counsel.
Your Lordship, the counsel next to differ. In the present case, the Bombay High Court judgment has a persuasive value. Also, it has an importance in the case because this is the first claim for compulsory
But we are
licensing.
arguing in Hyderabad AP High Court.
Agreed, Your Lordship.
So we don't like to see the persuasive value decisions. We want to have a presidential value decisions.
Or discuss about some tests you have. You might want to say any test or any legal test. Is there any test which can apply here?
Indeed, Your Lordship. With respect to your Lordship's query, there has no precedent being set by the Supreme Court with respect to compulsory licensing in
Inside the
India.
president.
Agreed, Your Lordship.
In AP state.
Agreed, Your Lordship. The
Don't
council.
go there. Tell us there is some test. Is there a test?
No, Your Lordship. The council would be contending on the statutory provisions which are.
Haven't you heard about something called as test of adequacy?
Yes, indeed, Your Lordship. However,
Isn't that what was discussed in the Bombay High Court judgment?
indeed, Your Lordship, but with respect.
And we don't want the president. You can discuss the test. You are free. It's a legal principle.
Agreed, Your Lordship. Much obliged, Your Lordship. In the present case, the demand for the separator has not been met to adequate extent. Adequate extent has been defined means as sufficient and equally efficient in the Black's Law Dictionary. Also, in the case of Fasting Supplies, the demand, it was held
Full
that
citation.
Fasting Supplies Private Limited versus Olin Matson Chemical Corporation, it has been held.
Full citation.
Your Lordship, Council.
Okay. Your team will submit it.
Council will get back to you on that. The demand for the patented article has not been met on reasonable grounds if the court should be satisfied that because of its superiority over articles already in the market, potential purchaser would have bought it had it been available. Your Lordship, in the present case, the plaintiff number 1 alleges that they have a superiority claim in the patented product, and also there is a demand in the market. The demand is 20 lakh units. Also, the purchaser or the customers are satisfied with the product. Thus, it is humbly submitted that when there was a demand and when there was a claim of superiority, they have not satisfied the reasonable requirements. Council would now like to move on to the third ground under section 84. The 84(1)(c) states that the patented separator has not been worked in the territory of India. Your Lordship, in the present case, the patent is merely being imported in the country. To be worked may not necessarily be manufactured. It can be worked through importation, but reasonable explanation as to why it cannot be manufactured has to be given. Also, according to section 83 of the Patents Act, the patent is not merely granted for importation by the patentee. It has to be. It is granted. It is granted for the patentee to work it in the India to an adequate extent and on a commercial scale. In the present case, the plaintiff number 1 is not working the separator in the territory of India and it is merely importing it. Thus, the council submits that the claim of compulsory licensing is valid on the grounds that reasonable requirements have not been fulfilled. The patented separator has not been supplied on reasonably affordable ground, and the patented separator has not been worked in the territory of India. Your Lordship, the council would now like to seek to move the prayer.
Yes.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Therefore, in the light of the issues cited, arguments advanced, and authorities cited, it is most humbly and respectfully requested that this Honorable High Court be pleased to adjudge and declare that the counterclaim filed is maintainable and revoke the patent granted to plaintiff being patent number 42231. Defendants have not infringed the patent and trademark granted to the plaintiff and declare that the claim of compulsory license is valid. Order the plaintiffs to pay suitable costs and or pass any other order.
What cost?
Your Lordship, suitable litigation costs.
How do you arrive at that?
Your Lordship, it is on the discretion of this Honorable High
Is
Court.
it? Or is there some provision of law which talks about how costs are to be calculated? If you ask for costs, aren't we supposed to guide us to that? Or are we supposed to appoint an accountant at our expense and do it?
Your Lordship, it is on the discretion of the court of this Honorable High Court to give costs in the
How much is our wish? That is our discretion. How do we arrive at it? You have to get. What kind of cost? Okay, any other order? What other order do you want?
Any other order in the interest of justice.
What other order? What is that other order? What is the other order you want?
What is the other order to perceive within you? You want a revocation?
Indeed, Your Lordship.
Then the other order would be?
The other order. See, you asked everything in your prayer. See, any other order. What is that another order?
Hold that the claim of compulsory license is
That
valid.
also you asked. That's your fourth part in the claim. Am I right? Or am I? Okay, right? What's the other order? You want any other order? No? Then don't ask.
Counsel are certified.
Thank you, thank you. You know, is there any rebuttals and all that? Yes, is it? How much time? 3 minutes here. Carry on. Your time is already started. We started. You can discuss anything you want.
Go on.
These are the rebuttals in which the council will take the form after adhering to the submission made by the council for defendants. Your Lordship, it was submitted that the trademark, ZICO, the brand with which the different company is.
Before you start with your rebuttal, any of the questions raised by both of us will not be raised as rebuttals by you. You understand that? I know where you are going. I know where you are going and what your points are. Okay? So my point is you don't raise what he has raised or what I have raised. That is not a rebuttal. That is the obvious thing. Okay? Say something which we have not raised.
Your Lordship, the claim of the defendant company is that the subject of claim is not an invention, Your Lordship. But Your Lordship, the patent company holds a patent in not only India but USA, UK, China, Japan and New Zealand. And Your Lordship, when it is true that the defendant company has been making the separator since 1920, but Your Lordship, any technological advancement, with that a product can be patented, Your Lordship.
No point. You are just making a point because you have to make a rebuttal.
Therefore,
So make your point. What is it? What do you want?
we are arriving at their point.
See, what is your contribution? What is your value addition to all these things?
Is that Your Lordship, the counsel for defendant has said that it is the burden of proof of the plaintiff to show that
See, burden of proof, I gave you 6 minutes to discuss. Right? You never mentioned anything about 101 or evidence side. Did you? Then they didn't even raise it. Don't talk about it. Are you harming your chances? I should not be mentioning what I told you. Rebuttal means anything which has not been raised in the court of law. And you want to rebut on what they have said.
Or to give some clarification.
It will help you. Help you. That is the main thing. Not something which you have to say because it's
You are in your favor.
in your favor, your help. Your client will not pay you if you do this.
Whether your patent will be revoked or not, in those lines, the rebuttals.
It should not be revoked, Your Lordship. And most of the questions have been raised by Your Lordship. So,
Okay.
What do you have to rebut?
Did they rebut anything?
They did.
The council stands to answer one of the questions raised by adding of the prayer.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Your Lordship, we pass any other order that it deems fit in the interest of justice, equity and good conscience. Your Lordship, justice, equity and good conscience is the principle that was laid in the common law principle. Your Lordship, through this prayer, the council is asking for any other order that can be IPAB is having the jurisdiction to revoke the patent.
Okay.
If Your Lordship does not find the counterclaim valid and it dismisses it, the suit is also dismissed and the revocation proceedings goes back to the IPAB. Your Lordship, the any other order can be that IPAB should revoke the patent. If Your Lordship is satisfied.